guys? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I welcome you to come into these tarot readings with an open heart, an open mind, and a desire to better yourself. This is optional advice or guidance meant to motivate you, empower you, inspire you, and offer you confirmations on things that you are already thinking and feeling and sensing. If you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please push those messages aside. They may resonate for you at a later date, and they may not. Have faith it's going out to someone who needs to hear it, even if it is not you. Use your logic, your discretion, your discernment. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. I come at this with love and positivity, so please take that away here today. You are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun. To get you some insightful messages, check out that box below for the decks I use, how to contact me for a personal, as well as my social media links. Welcome to the tea party. Let's read your tarot cards. What's up, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Welcome to your Little Sips Mini Love Tarot. Your timestamps will be right down below so you can hop right to yours. This is going to be about the person you are thinking of and also what the universe wants you to know about it. So let's go ahead and start with my Geminis. Let's connect with the Gemini gang out there. Tell me about Gemini, their person. Let's start with who Gemini is thinking about. So if you don't have a person, this might not be your message this time around. Happy holidays, guys. I hope this video finds you well. Let's talk about your person and love. All right, we're going to split the deck here for Gemini. So, Ten of Pentacles. Your person's, I'm hearing, in the money. They may have gotten some good news about, or maybe they received some sort of gift that they're very excited about. They could have gotten a recent job or a promotion, or they're just recognizing kind of like how rich their life is currently. They may have a lot of people or a lot of, I'm wanting to say like a lot of assets, a lot of things going for them, a lot of positive things. That's helping them to establish longevity. Someone who feels like they're in a good spot. They're well rooted. They're starting to see the return on something they've invested on. It doesn't have to be literal money, but I hope you understand what I mean. This is a very strong card. And they are single. So sometimes this can indicate that there's like mutual property. Sometimes this can be a card of marriage and like joint assets. Here to me, the universe is like, don't worry about it. They're not married. This is someone who they enjoy. I almost wanted to say they enjoy being single. It's not so much that they're dedicated to bachelor or bachelorette life. It's just simply saying they're very comfortable in their own skin. This person doesn't feel a lack in their life because they are single. It's almost like they enjoy it. There's a very beautiful energy here that they're very fun and charismatic, and they view life as an adventure. Like, we're here to have fun, so let's do it, but also let's be serious and kick ass while we can. There's a very good vibe to this. I really like those cards. Possibly an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, particularly a Virgo. Could also be another Gemini. You have mercurial energy here coming through. My camera's doing this weird thing where it's like dark halfway through the screen. Do you guys see that? Or maybe it's my light. Maybe it's my lighting fixture. Anyway, sorry. I digress. I'm looking at that and it's driving me nuts. Anyway, the Magician is about communication. So we like that. There's someone who is probably going to communicate with you soon if they're not already. Or it's saying they're a skilled communicator. So if you're dealing with someone currently who isn't texting you back or is blowing you off, that's not this person. It could indicate that if this person is indeed single, they're very busy with family. But even if that's the case, they would still find time to text you, find time to call you, to communicate with you. So, kick ass! I love that. Let's find out where you're at with this person, and hopefully I can tell you a little bit more so we can narrow it down, see if it's your story or not. Let's cut the deck for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about this from the universe? Deck's upside down. All right, so we'll flip it. Ooh, I just saw 10 of Cups and the Chariot. Do you guys see that coming through? But then you also have, what is this, the 9 of Swords. So it wouldn't be a Gemini reading if I didn't see the 9 of Swords poking out. But this is dreams coming true. This is someone who's really good. It might be a Cancer. It could be that you had to move away from a Cancer, or that there might be a new one coming in if you don't know who this is yet. Let's get one more card for Gemini here. So this is a nice relationship for you, Gemini, because it brings you peace of mind. There's something very peaceful where you're not rolling around at night, unable to sleep, or keeping thoughts in your head that are keeping you awake at night, right? It's something about like there's peace of mind with this person. It's like they do good things for your soul. So I think they're wanting to make an offer to you, or you may be contemplating making an offer to them. If they're the one making some sort of offer or some sort of gesture trying to get your attention, excuse me, I think you will very likely receive this offer. I'm sorry, I have to take a drink of water. I keep clearing my throat, and I know that's gross to listen to. All right, let's get through this tarot reading. And it's also saying be patient. If there's nothing coming in right now, if you're working on the manifestation, well, the universe is going to hear your prayers, right? That kind of thing. So keep manifesting. If you are completely single, if this doesn't make sense now, it might make sense very soon. So it's saying rest, enjoy the lull, because there's an offer coming into you. Again, earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is what I'm seeing here, Gemini. Ooh, I just saw the world. Some of you are ending a major cycle in your life and embracing, I'm hearing freedom of a new one. So it could be with the shift in where Saturn is now in Aquarius. Maybe that's relieved you of some sort of issue, depending on, you know, whatever your, let's see, where was Saturn? It was in Capricorn, wherever Capricorn was, whatever area of your life that was. Romance, yeah, this is great. And I always say, you know, sometimes we can read 10 of Cups as, oh, it could be family or romantic love. This to me is not family. This is like quite clearly romantic love. So it's saying be patient, but don't worry about it too much because there's an offer coming here. And I do want to make a point of it, Gemini. You can be the one to make an offer too. I know it's always fun to be the one who's the recipient of the offer, the one who's being flirted with or chased. But if you like somebody, I would put it out there because they might not be single very much longer. They could be manifesting new things in their life. So I don't do fear-based readings. I'm not going to say you're going to miss your opportunity. I don't believe you're ever going to miss your opportunity with the one that's meant to be in your life. However, because the person almost giving the offer does kind of show up in your cards, you may think this over and decide, hey, I'm going to reach out to that person that I really like, and let's pull cards for that. King of Pentacles, an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male or female. Very likely a male for a lot of you, but it doesn't have to be. All right, and some of you may have very strong earth in your chart if you have like a moon in an earth sign or an earth sign rising. All right, so the Fool, yeah, this is probably someone new. The Fool is Uranian energy, so something a little bit unique or different, something a little bit bizarre, something very fun. The Fool takes a big leap of faith. And I think that's sort of what we're getting at too, if you decide to make a move on someone or reach out and say something. I'm sort of getting the idea of scatterbrained. Like if you are going to reach out and make some sort of gesture, don't do it haphazardly. Or actually, you know what it is? Don't do it with alcohol in your system. Make sure you're doing it from a very clear space so that way you're not going to be like almost beating yourself up later. If they don't respond immediately, you're going to be like, oh my God, well, did I say this? Should I have? It's like just do it when you're coming at it from a place of clarity, right? Of confidence, right? Yeah, something a little bit wacky or unique or different may get this person's attention. By no means am I saying you shouldn't be your authentic self. You should. But it's almost like don't be afraid to show that side of your personality that's a little bit fun or a little bit different or, you know, suggesting doing something like an activity together or whatever it is. It's like you'll know you're with the right person when they don't shy away from that part of you that's a little bit kooky or a little bit quirky, right? Something like that. And something with polka dots. I don't know if my Geminis out there have like polka dot socks or a polka dot dress or a polka dot headband or, I don't know, a handkerchief. Something with polka dots on it I'm seeing. Maybe you're going to wear that on your date or something like that. Or something Christmassy, like it could be a print of like little white snowflakes on something. I don't know what that is, but maybe it's an ornament or something like that. I don't know. So then Seven of Pentacles, assessment. I'm seeing poppy fields too. That makes me think of in LA. It's just outside of LA. What is that? The poppy fields. They bloom and it's crazy. What area is that in? That's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, sorry. I'm seeing poppies though. I mean, Wizard of Oz, right? Poppies. And then Three of Pentacles. This person wants to build with you an Emperor. So this might be someone you met through a mutual work colleague, or it could be someone you literally work with. But for most of you, it feels like someone you know through someone you work with. So you may have met once or twice in like at a social gathering way back when, and you bump into this person again, or you've still thought about them, and it's kind of saying you guys could build something very nice together. There may be an opportunity to work with them again, if that makes sense for any of you. But I'm almost getting to, because I was saying, well, what would happen if Gemini were to make the gesture? It's saying, yes, absolutely take a leap of faith and make the move, make the gesture if you would like to. I really support that here. I think the cards are calling for it. With the Emperor, I'm almost getting to, ooh, that's a power move. Like there's something very bold about Gemini being the one to make the first move or make the suggestion, or this person will admire that. They like that you know what you want and you're not afraid to ask for it. You're not afraid to go towards it, something of the sort. It's saying to me, though, a lot of my Geminis are struggling with the confidence of being able to make the first move, but, you'll get there just fine if you choose to. What else can I tell you about this? I don't know. This looks really good, Gemini. I'm not going to second guess it. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, shout out to that card if it makes sense for anyone out there. Maybe this is somebody you met in a spiritual group or I don't know, a church group or I don't know, something like that. Doesn't matter. And then new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Awesome, Gemini. Yeah, that's the vibe I get, especially with the Fool. Page of Pentacles. Again, I don't think you guys have ever dated before, but I get the idea that maybe you met once or twice through someone else. And it's going to be one or the other. It's almost like it was utterly forgettable to one of you because you guys didn't connect that much. It's not that you weren't memorable per se, it's that you didn't have a chance to really speak with them. It was just kind of a, oh, hey, this is so-and-so, and you go around the room and everyone says hi, but I'm not sure you guys ever interacted exclusively. That's what this feels like, but the face might be familiar, like maybe you're connected on social media or something like that, but new love. I say take it and run with it, Gemini. That sounds awesome. All right, guys. Well, happy holidays. Let me know in the comments below if any of that resonates for you, and I am sending you much love this holiday season. And I'll see you soon for January monthlies. They might be a little bit late because it's the holiday. What are you going to do? But anyway, let's move on to our fellow air signs. I almost said earth signs. Our fellow air signs. Ooh, I just saw a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck too, Gemini. So it could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag that's coming in. All right, let's move on to air signs. Gemini, Libra. We're going to do Libra next. Ooh, Libra, your cards came right out. All right, so let's talk about that person. Someone's spying on you. They want to build with you. Or possibly someone wants to work on some sort of mutual project with you or on some sort of team. It could be like a, sewing club or your chess club or your basketball team or whatever. I don't know who's doing that right now, but again, this will make sense when it is supposed to for you if it is in fact your story. Page of Swords. It could be a single mom or a single dad. Very likely a Pisces for a lot of you is showing up in your spread right now. If it's not a Pisces, it's saying there's an element of mystery to this that you're not absolutely clear about yet. It could be someone who you talk to, I almost want to say fairly frequently, but you don't necessarily get a vibe of flirtation from them. Interesting, because I do think that they're leaning in that direction, but they're wanting to make a move where it sticks the landing. And there may be confusion on their part too about if you are truly single. So it could be that they're trying, without flat out asking you and being super obvious, they're trying to get a pulse on where you're at or who you're dating or, if you're broken up with your ex or that type of thing. There's an element of mystery to this, but it's nothing to be fearful of, I don't think. And then I'm getting a couple storylines, so let me finish this one out and then we'll go into the second one, if it still kind of pertains. So where's Libra at with this person? King of Cups. All right, so either this is a water sign. Again, Pisces is the only major arcana I have here. Sorry for the light. I have to fix my lighting. It's terrible. Anyway, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces might be who you're thinking of. This could be a water sign, or it's saying this is person A. Person B possibly is the one that you're thinking about, which is very likely a male water sign who you had a falling out with. All right, so that I was going to say that almost seems instantly to me like as much as there may be intrigue or mystery regarding this one, it's not fully fleshed out yet because you still have a water sign in your heart, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, someone from your past, very likely who you probably already had a tower moment with, or you're going through a very rough stage with it right now. So I guess tell me more about what the universe wants Libra to know about the water sign. It's done. Yeah, time to wrap that out. Or it's been very burdensome, so universe is asking you, is it worth going through this even longer? It could be going through a messy divorce. It could be even though you've already broken up with them, you're still holding on to them, or you're contemplating, am I really ready to move on? Because it's almost saying by holding on to it, you're making it more difficult for yourself, Libra. That's sort of what I'm getting from that. So yeah, for a lot of you, again, these are general messages, guys, so only take what resonates and what you intuitively feel is your message. For a lot of you who are holding on to an ex that is a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, especially a male water sign, universe is sort of suggesting to me, I guess more than anything, it's saying why. Why are we still holding on to it? And I'm not saying yay or nay. It's your life. You have free will. But generally speaking, that's not super positive. Unless you have a male water sign that's like moving in with you and they're packing up all their stuff. But more than likely, that's not the message, right? Let's see here. Let's tell me a little bit more about this. And we'll go to the other storyline too. So Knight of Cups. Yeah, keep moving in love. You will find another one. In fact, you may have bookends of water signs. You may be leaving a water sign and approaching something new with a water sign. It doesn't have to be, though. So let's see, who's blocking their blessings? A lot of you feel like you're trying to detach from an ex or from someone who you used to have feelings for. And if it's not on your end where you're still romanticizing them, it could be the opposite, that your ex is still wanting to communicate with you even though it's kind of over. So whether you ended it or not, even if they ended it, they still may be like sliding into your DMs and stuff like that. And it's sending mixed messages because it's like you want to move forward with them, but they don't want to move forward. But it's like it's burdensome. So I almost get the sense that you may be looking for a commitment, exclusivity, and this person's like, well, I like you, but can't we just be friends with benefits? That's sort of what I get from the storyline. So universe is saying, you can do that. You can do that, but is it really respecting yourself, to the best of your abilities? Probably not. It seems like there's someone in your life who it's like they're blocking your path to finding true love. So let's bust that wall down, right? Let's do it. That's your fear, actually. That's like your ego. That's your shadow side. Like, I want to move forward in love, but what if my King of Cups comes back? What if he doesn't? I mean, he might, but I guess I would, if this is truly over, if this is no longer a relationship in your life, I would put your best foot forward because that's usually how the universe will reward you in love. Yeah, a lot of you, there's a Pisces or possibly an Aquarius up in your horizons. Yeah, you will get through this. And I know this is hard to hear because a lot of you, I feel like you might be in the thick of a breakup or healing, doing like kind of the mending of clearing out the old emotions and embracing kind of a new cycle in your life. So always love yourself first, Libra. That's very important. I can't not say that in your reading. And it's saying it's going to be a little bit of a fight. It's going to be a little bit of a push. It might be a little bit uncomfortable at times, but it's okay to purge those emotions, to actually do some take stock of the emotions you're feeling and for whom and why, and understand, do I need to feel this way anymore? Okay, what can I do to actually acknowledge what I'm feeling and then do something with it, right? Exorcise it once and for all. It's going to be a little bit of a push. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but you are capable of it, Libra. You're still here. You're still kicking. You're watching tarot, so that shows me that you are seeking self-improvement, right? So you have a great track record. You've made it to this point. You will continue to do so. You got this. I feel like I'm being told to give you a little pep talk. And for some of you, it was with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, because I did see the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but he didn't come out. So again, depending on who you're going towards, you may have two exes. You may have a fire sign ex and a water sign ex, and you're like, like I miss them both, but neither one is good for me. Or it's saying you're going to go from one to the other, water to fire, or fire to water. All right. Yeah, exactly. You have decisions to make. This is the second time I've seen this card for you. This is frequently about property and land, expansion. It can be about real estate. So maybe you're thinking of moving. Maybe you've had to pack up your stuff and move out from your water sign, or move out from possibly your, I don't know if you're staying with a family member, a brother, a sister, a sibling, or whatever. And now it's like, okay, I'm ready to start anew and get like a place of my own, or start fresh, or you may even be looking for new work. This is about like major transitions in sort of like the area in which you've been, I'm almost hearing the word keeping or staying. So yeah, it's time to expand. Absolutely. And it's almost like you need to convince yourself of that. I see there being a little bit of delays. Most of the delays, though, I have to be honest, this is like a tough love message. The delays are coming from you internally, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You have to take leaps of faith, or however you want to say it, when internally it feels right. But I think some of you may be delaying the inevitable, that it is time to move on. It's almost like you talk yourself out of it a lot. But, my classic Libras, I'm sorry, I always give you this cliche thing about, indecision, but I do see that here a lot. So just be aware of that, right? Don't block your blessings by living in the past. That's what I would say here. So tell me more about Libra's person over here. Some of you may have left a Pisces or a water sign because you felt like you were becoming involved in a third-party situation. Again, especially someone who wasn't giving you commitment. It could be that you decided to leave because they weren't giving all their love to you. They were giving it to multiple people. So in which case, I see you either cutting it or thinking about doing that. A lot of you are thinking about an air sign, another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they might actually be younger than you, or I'm going to say it this way, there might be an age difference between you, a fairly significant one, or it might be someone who already has children, or that could certainly be you as well. Some of you are thinking about a Sagittarius that you would like to build with, but I'm sort of sensing there's an air of mystery about the Sagittarius. I don't know if they're already committed to someone and you're dreaming about them, or possibly something to do with a Cancer as well. You have all the kings. And this could certainly be for my males, especially my males out there seeking same-sex partnership. But I have to be honest, you have a lot of kings. So certainly this could be a feminine energy who resonates more strongly with the masculine energy. But for a majority of my Libras out there, this is saying you have choices of men, essentially. And you do have building with 3 people here, right? So it could have been you who was entertaining third-party stuff. I'm not necessarily saying that's true, but ultimately you have to end it with 1, if that is the case, right? Especially with your King of Cups. I love me my water signs. I don't gotta tell you guys that. But it could be that the water sign is quite literally juggling cups. Do you see that? Whereas the Earth King is like, he's got something really, really solid to give you. Something gold and shiny, right? Commitment, long-term, something with stability that's rooted in the ground, a solid foundation from which you can build. Yeah, so possibly, I saw a fire sign at the bottom of the deck. It didn't come out. But right here you have earth and water and a decision between the two. There's something suspicious to me about the King of Cups just in this spread specifically, so you'll know if that's your message. I think you keep thinking of them, but I almost think it's enabling enabling the delay, I'm hearing delayment, that's not the word, the postponement of your healing to keep recalling and sentimentalizing and rose-tinted glasses about the past. It's time to actually move forward, and a lot of you are going to end up moving forward towards an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? That's what I see there. Yeah, 5 of Cups. We got to get out of this, a little bit total eclipse of the heart. Sometimes it's a little bit woe is me. And I don't mean to be insensitive. I'm just saying we've all been there, right? It feels like that sometimes, but eventually you're going to pull past it. You will. This says you are going to push past the obstacles. Take a hot bath, cry it out. I think it's very cathartic and healthy to let out the emotions. But then, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Then you have to come back into your power and remember, like, wait a minute. This isn't me. Like, I'm the goddamn empress. Like, I got to get myself together here and like get back out on the battlefield, right? Love is a battlefield. All right. So just in the specific spread, let's pull something on this Water King. You may be dealing with multiple Pisces too. I see Pisces here a lot, or Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus maybe. You deserve love, Sagittarius. And then keep an open mind, especially about someone new coming in. You may write them off initially as like not your type, but you would be surprised. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then this says new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And this fell over your King of Cups, but it also, this is sort of what this King of Cups is being clarified with, like, it's a lot. It's very heavy. You could even be dealing with someone who has addiction issues, specifically with like booze or drinking or something. It's just like, it's exhausting, right? It's saying you deserve love. So, you can stay in this and I don't want to use the word try and fix it, but, work through it with your partner. But ultimately, if you choose to aim higher or aim elsewhere, it's almost like you have universe's blessing there. So you are lovable. Don't settle. Don't settle for less than you desire or deserve. Okay, Libra? All right. That was actually a pretty good one. None of them are bad. Some energies are trickier than others. There's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel here. So if you're in the thick of it now, have faith. Good things are coming in for you. But again, practice self-love first, right? Just take care of yourself first and foremost. Don't rush into a relationship thinking that's going to heal you, because it's like putting a Band-Aid on, I don't know. I'm almost getting something about like a leaky pipe. It's like putting a Band-Aid on it. Like, that's not going to do anything, right? I don't know why I saw that. So again, maybe that's a metaphor for your water sign. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. All right, let's move on to, last but not least, the Aquarians. What's up, Aquarius? How are you guys? Let's do it. Let me tell you about your love life. Should we use? Yeah, we'll use this one. I like this deck. Aquarius. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. And happy holidays, guys. Aquarius. Ooh, this one came flying out. 3 of Swords. I think we're done feeling this way. I think we're done healing it. Like, it pushed itself aside. Like, can we not hold on to this anymore? Can we go through the proper channels of healing? And yeah, exactly. Put ourselves out there again when we're ready to. Because look, Look what happens when you do. And I do want to say, don't rush the process. Don't rush the healing process. It's very personal in terms of its timeline. Do the hard work, even though it's uncomfortable sometimes. Go through those proper channels of healing, because look what's waiting for you. You have the Knight of Cups, which is called the Prince of Cups in this deck, as well as the Two of Cups. That's a nice little date. That's a nice little connection. Two water sign cards, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be literally any zodiac sign, though. Okay, Aquarius? So let me tell you more. Tell me more about Aquarius's person here. Some of you may be trying to heal something with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Libra. You may be going through a difficult time. Yeah, so there's a little bit of confusion in a relationship on, is it worth trying to salvage this, especially with the Virgo. I feel like most of you will, though. In fact, let's throw a romance angel on that. There's confusion with the Virgo. Or someone, it's funny, I just said the same thing to Libra. Someone may be going through some sort of issue with like addiction. It could be codependency, but very likely alcohol abuse or even drug use or something of the sort. Yeah, there's, especially with your Virgo, I keep wanting to say that you're having some doubts, or vice versa. This could be for the cross watchers. Someone in this relationship may be overindulging or overusing, if that makes any sense. So what's the deal here? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So some of you may be going through a place where you're trying some time apart, but you realize that you really do miss your person. That's kind of the major storyline coming through here. So again, enjoy as much as you can, but understand that this pause or this moment of you guys in separation, it is meant to heal something inside of you. Certainly it would be great if your person would follow suit and do their own internal healing, but it's not really up to you. You can only work on yourself, Aquarius, and kind of wish the best for everyone in your life. So make sure you're focusing on you at this point, especially again if you're in the in-between and you guys are separated. Let your friends help you. Let your family help you. Talk about the emotions, right? It will be cathartic. It may, and obviously, I mean, you know the situation better, but it might be helpful to get some insights from those around you that you really love and trust, right? I wouldn't, ask the entire world, but people who you can confide in, who you actually value their opinion. It says let your friends help you, especially your water sign friend, your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They're very empathetic. They're very passionate, or compassionate rather. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. All right, so for a bunch of you, if you are in separation, it's saying you may want to try someone else on. It might surprise you. Rather than constantly sentimentalizing the past or thinking there's no one else out there for you, universe, I said the same thing. You air signs have been similar. It's like, give yourself the benefit of the doubt that that's not the only person out there for you. I'm almost positive there's plenty of fish in the sea for you, Aquarius, right? So it's not to say you couldn't go back to this, but Spirit is saying, why wouldn't you want to put yourself out there and look for something new, because it may far exceed your expectations than where you are currently at. And it's not to say your past person is bad. It's just clearly you guys are sort of having a difference of opinion, or you aren't on the same page. So see what else is out there if you feel like that's the best move for you. Let's get some cards on you. What else does the universe want Aquarius to know about this, please? Aquarius, your birthday season isn't too far away. Let's see. 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Yeah, okay, so I definitely see a back and forth with you about being very indecisive. On some days you're ready to move forward. Other days you're like, oh, but I miss them. Or some days you want to go out and ask that new person out, but then you feel bad about your ex and you wonder how they're doing. Like there's a lot of push and pull in your mind, or back and forth. It's like you're at a crossroads with what to do. And it just feels like take 1 step forward, take 2 steps back. I see that pattern happening a lot. Most likely, universe is saying it's like dust yourself off, put yourself back out there when you're ready, right? I'm not suggesting you go and rebound and date a million people because you don't want to feel sad. That's not going to fix it. But when you're ready to, it's almost like igniting that spark again with the Ace of Wands, finding new passions. Aces are new. They begin with us. So it's almost like getting your groove back, getting your mojo back, right? Being excited to date and engage in, things romantically and sexually again. Because it could have been that you were dealing with someone who I don't know, I'm sort of getting someone who had intimacy issues or something about that. So if that's what you're looking for, it's like fly on. This reminds me of Bewitched. It's like fly on, little witch. There's much more passion out there for you. So yeah, I guess just don't settle. But clearly if you're not ready to date, if you're going out on dates and meeting new people and there's something that just doesn't feel right, then it's not time. And that's okay. That's very beautiful to understand that, it's not feeling right. So I'm going to honor what my heart is telling me, that I still have some healing work to do. There's nothing wrong with that, Aquarius. So others of you, there's someone messaging you, possibly a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, but you may be kind of like, ugh, thanks, but no thanks. I almost get that. I don't know if this is a different ex that you dated and you broke up with them, or like the feelings was just kind of like lackluster, or maybe it was kind of like a friends with benefits thing and they're looking for more. I don't know what this is, Aquarius, but I see that especially a fire sign, possibly a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, they're messaging you, but you're kind of like, I'm getting like it's uncomfortable, like it's awkward, like, oh, I'm not interested, but I don't know how to tell them that. Just tell them that, right? I think they'll appreciate the truth in the long term. Yeah, exactly. That's totally what I'm getting, especially for my females. I feel like you have a male suitor, and do you see how she's got like her pruning shears and she's ready to like cut the flower's head off? The Queen of Swords, right? My female air signs. Again, it could be males as well, but for most of you, it feels like a female who's like, no, thank you, trying to distance yourself from a masculine. So again, if that's your truth, live your truth. I don't need to tell you that, Aquarius, but I think you're frustrated too, because as much as you're trying to move on, I'm also getting the sense that when you put yourself out there and you know, whatever, you go on the dating apps, you're mingling with people or whatever, you're getting candidates that don't really, they're not like up to snuff, or they're not up to par. They don't, I hate to make it sound like you're being overly critical, but it's like they just don't check the boxes of, you know, I like them and I want to flirt with them. It's like you're getting some people, but what you're catching in your net, it's a little bit lackluster, and like everybody goes through that when you're dating, right? They're not all going to be, you know, the $1 million offers. So I think if you're ready to find new love, universe is saying by all means, put your heart out there, put your cup on the line, right? Mingle with the people. You know, you win some, you lose some. It's not always going to be instant chemistry. And I feel like that's what you're struggling with, because for at least one of your exes, there was instant chemistry. Like it felt right almost immediately. So I think you're looking to recapture that. And you have to remember, well, this is a whole new game. This is a whole new chapter in your life. So it was great that you started off hot and heavy with your person, but ultimately it ended though, didn't it? So I feel like that may be a lesson to my Aquarians, that just because it starts out, you know, fires ablazing, you know, it's almost like maybe you burned out too quickly. So know that if you are interested in someone, but you're still curious about them, you're not all in yet, you may want to pursue it, because the fire, the passion, the spark between you, it could grow over time if, you know, you stoke it, right? You got to stoke the fire. My air signs, fires need oxygen to thrive. Some of you have a Pisces waiting for you, or you're waiting for a Pisces, but more than likely, I feel like you have a Pisces waiting on you. So it could be an ex, or it could also indicate, and I'm also seeing something about surfing. Someone in this scenario may like to surf or go surfing. Random, I know. It may also be someone who's messaging you, but you're not interested, but there's a Pisces who's waiting to get into your pants. That's sort of what I'm seeing there. But you're just kind of like, oh yeah, that one. I don't know how interested you are in that. Or you're enjoying the chase, which I don't usually give that message to Aquarius, but I do sense it for some of you. You like the cat and mouse of it, or you like the game. It's like you like being chased, but I'm not sure how invested you are in this. So I would just advise, be careful. You know, it's not nice to play with people's feelings, but I get that some of you maybe feel like you want the attention. And again, I'm not here to like reprimand you. I'm just saying be careful with that, because you're setting up karma, right? You know, you wouldn't want someone to do that to you just because they like the attention and lead you on. So just be cognizant of that, right? So then you have a Scorpio coming in, or it could represent your ex, where it's gone real sour real fast. It's like attracting flies, right? It's not fresh anymore. That's more than likely what this is. At one point in time, you may have been entertaining a Pisces, or if it wasn't a Pisces, it's someone who has very Neptunian like energy, very kind of dreamy, hopeless, romantic, artistic, you know, dancer, singer, actress, some, you know, probably very sweet, very empathic, but it might be saying, oh yeah, I think we're ready to toss that one out, because it's just not vibing anymore. And I don't mean to offend my cross watchers. I'm not saying that's all water signs, because quite frankly, you may have 3 different water signs in the spread here. Possibly the Scorpio or the Pisces. It might be like, I'm just getting, it's a little bit old. It could be fresher. So maybe it's saying if you still love this person, you need to freshen it up. You need to, again, get that spark back, because right now it's like it's been hung out to dry. There's something very stale about that. So, and then King of Wands. So there might be a new King of Wands coming in. Someone who comes in to do a house repair. Is this a metaphor? Is this like a sexual metaphor? Like clear out the pipes? Honestly though, right? Anyway, I don't know. I'm getting a new Fire King, so it's not to say you might not have one in the past, but this one's new. I don't know why, I just feel that it is. Yeah, and I'm almost getting someone who comes in to perform some sort of like service in your house, like to, I don't know, to like fix the washing machine or something like that. It might even be someone you know, especially if like you're visiting your hometown for the holidays and you got to call the repairman. It might be someone you went to high school with or went to college with. I know this is so random. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, this person isn't totally new. You do sort of know them, but you bump into them unexpectedly. This sounds like a rom-com. And Six of Pentacles, yeah, I mean, this person offers something, this is like so like laced with all these weird sexual metaphors. This person offers you something that you want, but in more ways than one, though. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it extra silly and goofy. It's just the metaphor I'm getting is like you were holding out for someone else and then unexpectedly this very likely a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, somehow comes into the picture and you're like, oh, it's like they're dangling this meat in front of you now, right? Zombie tarot, right? Removing sexual metaphors, there's someone who you may have connected with earlier or during your youth, your college years, or whatever, right? But there's good reciprocity. They have something to offer that would be of value to you. They just might fit the bill. Okay, I'm going to stop, I swear. So here's the thing. I think you guys might, I'm going to say take the bait. I don't get anything necessarily bad with this person. Like, I'm not sure if, the thing is, I get a mutual sense here. With this Fire King, neither one of you are looking to rush into a commitment. So it's almost like this person becomes like a friend of yours, even though you very likely sleep together or do something kind of romantic or sexual or whatever. But it's almost like there's a mutual like, yeah, like, okay, like we'll exchange numbers, but I don't think there's reciprocity, there's equilibrium and balance, and that neither one of you are like, oh my God, marry me. You're both like, oh, hey, yeah, sure, I could grab lunch later today. Like, it's something kind of like, okay, like, we'll be friends and feel it out. Like, I'll be honest, it feels like friends with benefits. The thing is, I think both of you are okay with that, though, so I know some of you are watching this going, oh my God, I would never. Well, this might not be your spread, or you might be surprised. Let me know later. But yeah, it's like Seven of Pentacles, it's like, this could work, but like I'm not sold on it yet. So I feel like if you give this time, the answers will come. But again, I think universe is saying you don't need to rush this. Let it happen organically and the answers will come. Yeah, more than likely, this is going to be someone you connect with once or twice or a few times. And then it's, again, there's a mutual like, well, it was nice meeting you. Maybe we'll catch up later. Some time's going to go by where you don't see this person. But again, you're not like pining thinking about them. This seems like, I'll be honest, it seems like this would have potential in the future. This person may be a doctor or do something in the medical industry. I'm specifically doing something with like the brain or it could be radiology or like CAT scans or something like that. Or I don't know, maybe, I don't know, something about the head or the face, the eyes, like an eye doctor. I don't know, something about that may make sense to you. 8 of Cups, and yeah, that's funny. Some of you are going to marry an Aries or a Taurus. And then some of you are going to go back to your water sign, your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, especially the Pisces. And so then this whole thing where you meet like the King of Wands or possibly, I don't know, something about like the repairman or someone who you meet unexpectedly, like, oh, I know you. That is going to be like a chapter in your life and then it's going to end and then it's going to resurface later on and you will very likely commit to life for them. That's the message I'm getting there. So, wow, Aquarius, you got a lot going on here, but most of it seems very positive. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in those comments below what resonates for you and have a very happy holiday. I will see you soon for more tarot readings. Probably your January monthlies is what I will put out next. They might be a little bit delayed because it's the holidays. What are you going to do? Anyway, until then, happy holidays. See you soon.